In this tutorial, we'll be going over everything you need to know about drawing lines in Inkscape. So getting us started, let's first go over how you can draw simple straight lines. To do that, we're going to use the pencil tool, which could be located over here in your toolbar, or you can access it by pressing the letter P on your keyboard. When you have the pencil tool enabled, you'll notice up here in the tool settings, we have these three different modes that we can work with. These are the different types of lines that you can draw, and in this lesson, we'll be going over all three. But let's first focus on this setting right here, which allows us to draw simple straight lines. So to draw your straight line, all you have to do is click once to add a point, and then move your cursor wherever you would like the line to be, and then click again to add another point. And now we have a simple 2-point line, as you can see there. If you want to continue drawing this line, all you have to do is connect back to one of these nodes and click. Move your cursor wherever you would like the next line to be placed and click again. And now we have a single 3-point line that follows a bend here. So let's say you want to draw straight lines that follow a perfect vertical or horizontal path. All you have to do is click to add your point, and then while placing your line, hold the Control key on your keyboard, and if you bring your cursor down and up, you get a perfectly vertical line, or if you bring it left and right, you get a perfectly horizontal line. And you can rotate it around like this to place your line in 15-degree increments. So I'm going to create a vertical line right here, click to add the point, and I'm going to continue drawing straight lines down here. I'm going to hold Control and draw a horizontal line now. And then I will draw one more line up here, back to the starting point, and we end up with something like that right there. So let me get rid of that and show you what else this mode can do. So going back to the pencil tool, another thing you can do with this tool is draw freehand lines. So if I click and drag like that, you'll notice we get a scribbled line that follows my hand movement. So this would be useful if you're creating something like a signature, or maybe if you're using a stylus or a pen and you want to draw calligraphy or something like that. That would be a good mode to use for that. The problem with using this pen mode, though, is that it's hard to get really smooth lines. So let's say I wanted to draw a cursive letter L, like that. This does not look very fluid because it follows my hand movement and my hand isn't perfectly stable. So this is where these other pen modes come in handy. I'm going to click on the Spiro option now, this middle option right here that says Create Spiro Path. This makes it so that the freehand lines you draw follow a much more fluid contour. So if I were to draw that same letter L over here, I get a different output over here. It looks much more smooth and fluid. Now to show you what I mean even more, let me change the size of this so we can see this line better. And I'll do the same thing to this line over here. I'll make this bigger as well. I'm going to change the stroke size to 7. Now I'm going to select this line right here, and I'm going to grab the nodes tool. And if you notice, the blue path on there represents the line that I drew, but the black line represents smooth path that was created. So if I move these nodes around, I can change the contour of the line, but it stays smooth the whole time. It's never not smooth. It remains pretty fluid, as you can see there. So that isn't exactly the case over here. If I click on these handles over here, you don't really get that smoothness maintained. You have more control from these handles. This is better for creating accurate lines, but this is better over here for creating really smooth lines. So let's go over that final option now. I'm going to go back to let me deselect everything and go back to the pencil tool. And we have this final option over here, which is creating BSpline paths. Now this is more useful when it comes to using the Bezier pen, which we'll go over in just a minute, but this does work with the pencil as well. So let me show you how this works. This also allows you to draw smooth lines, but it gives you more control over the nodes afterwards. So if I change the size of this, let me make this 7 again. I can come over here to the nodes tool, and if you notice, we have this path that we can edit, but the lines are drawn using straight lines for the path, and then the actual stroke itself follows a curved line. So the trade-off you're making here, this is not as fluid as this option over here, but this option over here gives you more control over where exactly you can place the contours of the line. This option over here gives you smoother lines, but it's kind of hard to really control where the lines get placed because it's always making sure that the lines remain smooth. Now let's go over how you can draw lines using the Bezier pen, which is located over here in your toolbar, or you can access it by pressing the letter B on your keyboard. And when you have this tool enabled up here in the tool settings, you notice we have the 3 same settings that we had previously in the pencil tool, in addition to these other 2. So let's go over what all of this does. Now to create straight lines with the Bezier pen, all you have to do is click to add a point just like the pencil tool, but the difference is that as you add points, the line does not end. The line goes on as long as you'd like it to go on. So this is ideal for drawing one long continuous line, as you can see there. And this line does not end until you either connect back to the starting point or you press enter on the keyboard to end the path like that. And another thing that you can do with this mode is you can also draw curved lines in addition to the straight lines. So if I were to draw a straight line like this and make it vertical and click to add my point, I can come up here and I can click and drag to add my point. And as I'm clicking and dragging, it curves the line, as you can see there. And then you could bring the other side down like this over here, bring this line straight down and connect it back to the starting point. And now we end up with this Pac-Man sort of shape right here. Now the problem with drawing curved lines in this method is that there's a pretty steep learning curve with this sort of method. It's really hard to create accurate lines that follow the contour that you want. So this is where these other modes come in handy. So let me get rid of all of this here. And I'm going to choose the Spiro path now. Now, if I click to add my points, it's creating an automatic spiral path, as you can see there. And if I draw my cursive letter L that I tried with the pencil tool earlier, I end up with a much better result here because this allows me to create more accurate placements of where the line is. Clicking and dragging is always less accurate than clicking to add individual points. And you can see here, we end up with a much better result. So let me make this bigger. I'm able to get the proportions just how I like it. And if I grab my nodes tool, you'll notice we have these editable nodes here. The path remains smooth no matter what I do to it. And then finally over here we have, let me go back to the pen tool. Over here up top we have the B-splines. This works the same way. We're clicking to add points. And it's creating a curved line, although we're drawing a straight path. We're drawing straight lines indicated by the blue line there. And then the path being drawn is curved. So I can press enter like that. And the downside with this is that the path isn't as smooth, but the nodes are easier to control. Same with the pencil tool. It just gives you more control over these nodes here like that. Let me make this bigger so you can see it better. And there you go. Now another thing that you should keep in mind when using this mode, this is actually one of the best modes to use with the pen tool. I use this more than anything because not only can you draw curved lines easily, you can also create straight lines as well if you hold the shift key. So I'm going to hold shift and click to add a point. And now we have a corner node there. And if I hold shift again and control, I can draw a straight line like that. And now we have a combination of straight lines and curved lines, as you can see there. And this is actually the tool that I use whenever I'm tracing a subject to create a silhouette or something like that. I'll put a little video up on the screen here so you can see what I mean. This allows you to create nice, smooth, fluid lines that follow what you're tracing accurately while also allowing you to create straight lines to go with it. So let me get rid of all this, and let's go over these final two modes right here. This one right here is for creating only straight lines. So if I select this pen mode right here, it's only going to draw straight lines. Now you may be wondering what the point of this mode is because the original pen mode lets you draw straight lines as well. Well, the difference is that with this tool, you can't accidentally draw curved lines. So if I click and drag, it's not going to draw a curved line. It's always going to be a straight line, as you can see there. Now, if I go back to my original pen mode and I click like that, if you click ever so slightly, you end up with a very slight bend in that line there. Even if you can't see it, it's there. And you can see by the handles, if there's a handle showing there, you'll notice it's a curved line. So this is actually a problem when you're trying to draw straight lines with this pen mode. Sometimes you'll accidentally create a curved line without realizing it when you really need a straight line. So this is when this mode up here comes in handy. And then finally, we have this setting up here, which is for drawing parallel lines. So if I choose this option and start drawing my lines, you'll notice every line that I draw goes parallel to the original line that I drew. So this could be really useful if you're doing something like drawing a floor plan or tracing over something where you need to keep the angles preserved, just like that. And you can connect it back to the starting point, as you can see there. If I start off drawing a perfectly horizontal line, it's going to make it so that every line that I draw is vertical and horizontal like that. So this could actually be really useful if you're doing something like tracing over a skyline and you want to create like buildings like that. It ensures that you never draw any kind of curved path at all. So those are all of the ways in which you can go about drawing lines in Inkscape. If you found this lesson useful, then consider checking out my Inkscape masterclass. It's a collection of over 60 videos where I go over all of the tools and features in Inkscape, and I explain what they are and demonstrate how they work. Kind of like how I did in this video. We even have a private community where you can ask questions and get help from me anytime you want. And best of all, there's no monthly membership fees. You just pay $17 one time and you're in for life. I'll have some information about that down below if you want to check that out. As always, thanks for watching.